Overkill is a word unknown to HYS 25 Watt UHF HT walkie-talkie. I say this considering that this walkie-talkie saw it fit to put out 25 watt power. The output is way higher than most walkie-talkies. The company says that the higher power output gives the walkie-talkie a huge range. While it does have a higher range than your average walkie-talkie, it isn't something groundbreaking. Transmissions from walkie-talkies are still subject to line-of-sight communication. With access to monstrous power, HYS 25 Watt UHF HT also shows up something that's unheard of with walkie-talkies, or even handheld ham radios. There is a fan and cooling system in the radio. Makes sense. If you're powering a radio at 25 watts, needing a convenient cooling option shouldn't be a surprise. Although there are detriments to the presence of a fan on a two-way radio. In this case, the HYS 25 Watt UHF HT doesn't get any waterproofing or dustproofing because of the presence of a fan. Keeping a behemoth like this powered needs a massive battery. This walkie-talkie works off a massive 4,000 mAh battery. It takes a bit of effort to slide the battery into the gadget. Removing the battery from the walkie-talkie is far more difficult and takes some skill, power, and time. HYS 25 Watt UHF HT can charge on its included dock when required, or you could remove the battery and charge it on the cradle dock while putting a battery backup in the walkie-talkie. The battery's heavy, which is understood given its size. So is the walkie-talkie. HYS 25 Watt UHF HT has to be amongst the heaviest, if not the heaviest, walkie-talkies available. To be clear, this radio isn't available to the general public, at least as far as FCC recommendations go. The FCC says that you need a business license to operate this radio, but before you get to use the radio, you'll have to think of programming it. The company doesn't include a programming cable in the box, so that will have to be purchased separately. HYS 25 Watt UHF HT needs a K-type programming cable. This two-way radio isn't compatible with Chirp, so it comes down to using the software recommended by the manufacturer. Programming the radio is a fairly simple process and doesn't take much time, even for beginners. As you start using the radio, you'll notice it can last for almost the entire day. The battery drains rather quickly if you use the 25 watt mode, though it stays resilient on the low and medium power modes. The company claims that the massive battery can power the device for 30 hours under ideal conditions. Since there's no such thing as ideal conditions in the real world, we can safely assume that the battery backup will be lower. Not very low, but perhaps something like a day with normal use. HYS 25 Watt UHF HT is an impressively powerful walkie-talkie. It works on 16 channels at the 70 centimeter band and can offer impressive range. Obviously, much of that range is due to the brute force of the 25 Watt TX, but that doesn't change much. If you want a solid walkie-talkie with a decent range, this is one to look at. To sum up what we like is the 25 watt power, the cooling, the large 4,000 mAh battery, and good voice clarity. On the downside, it is a bit bulky, no waterproofing, it doesn't work with Chirp, and it is difficult to connect and remove the battery. Our ratings. Functionality is 8 out of 10. Reliability, 8 out of 10. Value for money, 7 out of 10. Battery, 9.5 out of 10 for an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. So what do you think? Is this the best walkie-talkie for you? Check another video where we reviewed the 3 best long-range two-way radios and see if any of these is a better option for you. Tell us your opinion in the comment section. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Have an awesome day.